I am Sarah Buttroff with Travel Leaders Galaxy Travel in Apple Valley, Owatonna, Minnesota, and Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. And I am back from a 9-day our Galaxy Travel RV Roadshow, where we rented an RV from Easy Camper Rental out of Rochester, Minnesota. It all started from one of our Thursday afternoon Zoom happy hours with the office. We put over 2,000 miles on. Our ultimate destination was Gettysburg. We had just a great time. There were 6 of us that went. If you've been following, it's been super cool. There's a map of the United States on the RV, and then as we hit each state, we got to put the sticker on that we accomplished. So it was just a fabulous time. And we did 8 states in 9 days. So we did Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Maryland. Some of the highlights was the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We did Gettysburg. In Gettysburg, we did an actual battlefield guide tour for 3 hours in the afternoon. The guide was in their own vehicle, and then each family was in their own, and we just followed the guide to said spot on the battlefield. We got out of our cars, socially distanced around the guide, all wearing masks the entire time, and we just heard the stories of what had happened at that point on the battlefield. Then in the evening that day, we also did a ghost tour, which was one of the things we really, really wanted to do. We did that with Civil War tours, and it was awesome. And then we did the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which actually we didn't even, Mallory Munson on our trip said, hey, if it's possible. And we're like, heck yeah, we can do that on the return way home. A couple other highlights that we did was the Flight 93 Memorial. So Flight 93 we did on the way home. I'm glad we did it on the way home because it was super emotional. If you get the opportunity, they've done a fantastic, beautiful job of that memorial. They really talk about the 40 passengers, and it was just to actually see the site and what they've done with that space. I just think they did a beautiful, beautiful job. For a restaurant, Gibraltar, which as you've been following, is like one of my all-time favorite restaurants. Sal and Gina just did a great job of hosting it. They put our group in the private wine cellar, which was beautiful. The cocktail mixing that we did, which was super fun, and the oysters, the mussels, the food was just spectacular there as always. Resort, honestly, I can't say enough about that place. It is truly a hidden gem in Pennsylvania. There's every adventure that you want to do. So if you want to do off-riding, you want to do horseback riding, you want to do a ropes course, you want to do zip lining, and they have all these different beautiful pools. They have the most fabulous spa, and then they have 4 different complexes for room accommodations there. So you have the townhomes, you have Falling Rock, you have which Falling Rock is their boutique, kind of like adults only exclusive resort within a resort, only 40 rooms. You have the chateau, and then you have the lodge. Beautiful property, literally in the middle of like nowhere there. We did some state parks. Ohiopyle, which is right in Pennsylvania, amazing state park. We actually spent the night there one night in our RV and tent. Beautiful, bathrooms are super clean. And then you're right in the midst of a ton of hiking trails and things like that. Traveling with Mia coming with us. I don't know some of you may not know, but Mia has cancer, and that's why we brought her, because we don't really know how much time we have left with her, and I just wanted to be with her as much as I can. And traveling with, she is the best travel dog ever. I should have known that because I love to travel. So of course she's gonna love to travel. In the camper, she was just great during the RV on the road. Just a great traveling companion, and it was just awesome having her with us as well. Outside of the Galaxy Travel Roadshow that I really want to talk about is masks. Please, if you're out and about, you should be wearing a mask. Walt Disney World and Universal, you have to wear a mask that ties in the back, or it has the ear loop. So you cannot wear these gator type ones at all in either of those parks. You must wear an ear loop mask or a mask that ties. You have to be willing to wear it. If you're not willing to wear it, you really should be staying home. I will say on our trip, we wore our masks all the time in public. We went into gas stations, we always had our masks on. Everywhere we went, unless we were just amongst ourselves, and our campsite or gathered in a hotel room, that's the only time we really didn't wear our masks. Now, the other things, just from a lot of rules changed. So if you're traveling right now, you really need to be patient because rules are changing consistently, state by state. So you really should be paying attention to your state's rules for traveling out of state. Or if you've traveled to a state, what your state's rule is when you come back. Because honestly, travel is not fun if you're going to have high anxiety and you're going to be stressed about if something doesn't go the way that you want to go. Because right now, things are consistently changing. But I promise you, if you just let go of that and just follow the rules and go and have a good time, you will have a blast. We had 9 days, 6 different personalities together. We never had one argument. Everybody got along great. Everybody was super laid back. But we put those expectations in place in the beginning. Like, things are going to go wrong. Things are going to change. We have to be able to adapt to that. So if you can adapt to that, you're not going to have a problem. Now is a fantastic time to be doing national parks. Your own state parks if you don't want to travel that far. You're outside, there's so many fun things to do. Once again, I just want to pitch Easy Camper Rental because they did a phenomenal job for us. Life is throwing us a lot of things right now, and you just have to be able to stay positive, have fun, and just look at all the good things, because I promise you, and I tell you, there is so much good in our country. There's so many good people. You just have to stay positive. If you're thinking negative, it's always going to be negative. So I love you. Thank you for tuning in, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.